What is going on, my crypto fiends? Ryan Rotolo here with the Zach McDonald Fitness, and we are on our way to Las Vegas for World CryptoCon. About to board the flight. I will keep you guys updated. Deuces.
We going to Vegas.
What is going on, my crypto fiends? Ryan Rotolo here at World CryptoCon in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today we're going to be asking crypto influencers a beginner tip for people just jumping into crypto. Let's get right into it. What is one beginner tip for someone just jumping into crypto?
Use Google two-factor on everything. That's
all right, yeah, we've both learned that the hard way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you give us one beginner tip for someone just jumping into crypto?
I would recommend reading Mastering Bitcoin by Andreas. It's a good book to learn about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin.
Community. That's my biggest tip to you. When we come to these conferences, the number one thing that I get out of these is just being around people that speak my language. And if you're a beginner, who are you going to talk to? You're going to talk to your friends about it. They're going to think you're crazy. You're going to talk to your family. They're going to have no idea. So the biggest thing that's really helped me grow, and most of the people that I consider my community grow, are just it's that, being in community with each other and being able to speak the same language.
All right, thank you very much for your time. It was nice talking to you.
Don't believe anything you hear. Definitely realize that there's a lot of outlets, there's a lot of news outlets, there's a lot of influencers, okay? And you don't necessarily always understand the motives behind the things that you're hearing. So I definitely say if something sounds too good to be true, you should probably do your research and yeah, definitely just buy Bitcoin. Financial advice. I'm giving that, and I never say that. And beyond that, yeah, that's all I have to say. I hope that was good. Did that work? Was that all right, guys?
So one tip for a beginner just getting into crypto, not financial advice, but until you actually know what you're doing, just dollar cost average Bitcoin. It's simple financial advice for getting into a unstable, any type of financial product that you don't know whether it's going to go up or down. Dollar cost averaging, you buy a fixed dollar amount every week. Bitcoin historically has been the most stable of the cryptocurrencies. Actually plotted over time against all the other altcoins. Bitcoin's the only one that continues to go up, whereas all the other altcoins trend down. So really, don't gamble. I know it's not sexy, but if you just dollar cost average Bitcoin, you'll probably do better than most other people.
Well, the exercise that I'd recommend is, it's a little game. Take the top 10 tokens and pick 5 if you had to choose only 5 that you would invest in. And this can be play money, it can be $10. It's not, the point isn't investing. The point is you're investing in your own education. You're investing in yourself so that you become informed so you can make informed decisions. And I think that's a great exercise because you'll need to actually learn about what the top 10 things are and why they're at the top 10 and why you would want one over another.
Never, ever, ever spend any amount of money that you're not 100% willing to lose.
I think my beginner tip would be is really to go back and study some history. So like you need to understand. So Bitcoin, crypto is going to change money as we know it, change commerce as we know it. It's going to affect things like censorship and privacy. And so in order to understand that, you kind of have to go back through history and understand that. So I would recommend anybody that's starting out new to maybe just kind of do a little bit of research, watch a couple YouTube videos on like the history of money so you can understand what money is. You can understand how the government, the Fed, how they create money out of nothing. So I think if you could have a basic understanding of those core principles, it'd really help you be more successful in crypto.
That's a good one. Beginner tip, buy an array of coins. Don't get emotional. I know it's more than one,
No, you're good,
but I got to keep going. Don't get emotional, and just think long term. We're in the very beginning stages of cryptocurrencies. So I think 5-10 years from now, it'll look much different, but if you just hold in there, you'll have a great portfolio, I think.
Beginner tip, I would say look at the community of the company that you're about to invest in, similar to like a stock or something like that if you're coming into it for the reason of price. Look at the community if you're looking at a project to invest in for the price reason, but in crypto, I recommend looking at the technology, like the amount of commits on GitHub. There's a great tool called Crypto Code Watch that I follow. It tracks all these projects based on their amount of commits with the amount of developers. And we have seen a little bit of a correlation in price with the frequency of commits on GitHub because it's moving the needle. So community and commits on GitHub is something that a beginner might just want to watch from a high level and just go for the blue chips up at the top.
One beginner tip. This is the tip that I give to all my beginners. So I do beginner classes in my city. I try and help people out, work with a lot of beginners. And so one of the tips I always tell them in my classes, I say, don't wait. Don't jump in right away. Don't put your money in as soon as you learn about this. Spend some time looking at the markets and not just researching and learning. You need to be doing that too right when you're getting into it, but looking at these markets and market cycles, you need to have a certain amount of time in the actual market to see how things kind of go up and down before you really, I think, have a good idea of what this whole thing is about, And so that's why I tell my students, I say, take a little bit of time. Take 2-3 months and research it, look at it. Don't jump in and really just trying to understand how it works and then start making those small buys, scaling in.
Swirl.